We're fighting for the NCR now. I don't know about that. Until next time. I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans? You're becoming quite the political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased. Something else you wanted? It's good to have you here. What can I do for you? You honor the Great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you? You're always interesting to have around. What are you doing here? If you're smart, you'll find somewhere else to be. Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior. I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment. Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea. What do you want to know? You're the chief now. What do we do? That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar. Without Papa Khan's guidance, I don't know what else to do. All right, you can tell the NCR the Great Khans will fight for them when Caesar attacks. Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind. I suppose if asked I would, but that's a moot point because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere. Sure, go ahead. I just don't trust the words of Caesar's ambassador that much. He's promising a lot, and I don't see the advantage for him. It makes me suspicious. I really don't like to talk about it. Let's just say it was a tragedy, and the NCR is to blame, and we'll leave it at that. Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider. I probably shouldn't be saying anything, but it seems Papa's been making decisions based more on his desire for revenge than what's good for the tribe. This alliance with Caesar, for one thing. I have my doubts about it. As you wish. When Caesar goes to war, we go with him. Very well. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. I'll start the preparations, and we'll leave when the NCR is distracted by Caesar's attack. As you wish. When the Republic goes to war, we go with it. As you wish, chieftain. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him. All right? What is it you wanted? Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the Great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa. Name's Regis. I'm Papa's second in command. You might say I share your concern about Caesar. I see. Then the Great Khans will fight for the Legion should Caesar give the call. If you change your mind, let me know. I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you. Because Papa listens to me, and because I actually know how to get things done around here, if you say so. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts. You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around. Suit yourself. I would too, if I were you. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.